You all know what it is. So we're gonna go straight in. We're gonna talk about how to see how somebody's charged. How to check how someone's charged, if they're positive or negative. So I'm breaking down real spiritual game to y'all right now. You just gotta watch everyone, because it's really not good and bad here. It's only positive and negative. That's all we really got. Good and bad is an opinion to a point. So anyway, positive and negative, you got to see what people are charged up on. People get charged up on negative stuff. People that like to argue, people that like to stir up drama, people like when you can tell somebody gets activated, somebody gets a high energy level, someone gets really engaged when they start talking about how bad their day was, how much they don't like somebody, how bad they be getting treated, or just really likes to talk about negative things, and you can tell there's enthusiasm in that. There's an urge to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You'll peep it if you peep it, You understand what I'm saying if you get what I'm saying, So, but anyway, that's what they'll be doing. They'll just get negatively charged, and that builds them up. That makes them feel better. Whereas some people, for an example, an energy vampire. So for some people, when you keep having someone just come over and just talk to you about either nothing or negative stuff or just stuff that you don't really care about, it drains you. You know what I'm saying? And if you just keep engaging when you don't want to, it's just draining your energy. So, there's different ways that this happens. Some people get, like I said, they get energized off the negative energy. But some people get drained if you're more positively charged, That's why if you're going through positive stuff, it charges you up more. You know what I'm saying? Talking positively about yourself, getting reinforcement, that feels good, But some people aren't like that. They hear that positive stuff and they're just instantly going into negative. But, stuff like that. As soon as they hear something good, they're transferring over. So when you watch how people are charged, you'll understand what this person is like. Do I want to hang around someone that's negatively charged, that loves the drama, that's always ready to stir the pot, someone that's always just trying to argue, I don't know if I just said that again, but trying to argue, that's a big one. So especially if you can tell if it's over nothing or something that's really petty, or they're just picking a fight, you can usually tell, or it's tit for tat. You can usually tell when it's something that's really insignificant. But anyway, do you want to hang around that all the time, or do you want to go hang around someone that's going to make you feel better about yourself in a way that makes you want to improve? They challenge you to grow. They challenge you to change in whatever way is best for you, not to them, but whatever way is best for you. To have that type of support is different, it hits different too. So just peep game, man. Just make sure you watch who you decide to stay around, because not everybody is the same. Some people, like being negative. They like that. That's what they want to experience at the end of the day, whether their soul admits it or not. They like that feeling of doing that all the time, or else they wouldn't do it. They would stop complaining. They would, instead of dialing up somebody every time something happens within the next 30 minutes to an hour of something happening, instead of that, they would just let it go. But they like that stuff, so they dial people up, and that's just the way it is. There's no other way to put it. That's the only way to cut it. But anyway, it's all love, everybody. I would not speak unless it was truly. I do appreciate everyone, especially if you made it to the end of this video. I just be trying to make sure that this place is better, when I leave out. Because, this place could be heaven. We can make it a beautiful, beautiful place. But, too many people aren't worried about making this place heaven. They're just, either in their own bubble, on autopilot, or just not wanting to be here, or they're just making it worse. So it would just be nice to see a little bit more positive come out of this, because it is here. It does exist, or else we wouldn't have made it this far as civilizations. We would have blown each other up by now or something. But it's all love, everyone. Thank you for tapping in. As always, I'm out.